Welcome to the Religiously Offensive Podcast.
You. All right.
She hasn't posted anything on the Instagram.
We're
in a
live.
minute.
Cannot be corroborated.
Huh? Oh yeah. Well, yeah. We'll
Our social meds is slipping.
Yeah, we need some new stuff. We'll get it done. We'll get it done. It's been a lot lately.
Just do one pod where we just hit all of the controversial topics. Just boom, 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 boom.
Just an all-star pod. And then we post it to everything we can think of. And then we get canceled from everyone, including our friends. Sounds great.
Yeah.
Sounds like freedom.
Sounds like freedom, doesn't it?
No one can cancel me. Only I can cancel me.
Yeah, go full William Wallace on these hoes.
That's what I was saying about Post Malone.
Sound like you said Puss Malone for a second.
Okay. Not
sorry. That's just the way I heard it.
Not trying to start shit with Post Malone, but
yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, so no, I mean
Saint
Post.
Post.
No, I
Saint
think
Posty.
I think he handled that situation pretty awesome considering I will say I understand why he apologized because to him it's like whether it's him or a guy on his crew, it was still a mistake. And so but the fact that he like had the integrity to like not just blame other people and take responsibility, like that's like pretty stand up.
Yeah, he didn't say like some dumbass left this hole open.
Right, which he could have because that's
just
what,
like there's a big ass hole in the stage.
That is the truth.
Well, a lot of divas would do that.
Yeah,
like
for
if
sure.
it was a, you know what I mean, if it was a Mariah Carey, you know, she ain't.
Bro, he was probably like
responsibility for that
15
shit.
Bud Lights deep, and he was just like,
Yeah. Yeah.
he just like had to think for a second. He was like, where am I? Just roll over, just like,
He just went straight on the ground. It had to knock the wind out of him.
oh, dude.
Oh, definitely. Oh, if it broke some ribs, yeah, definitely.
He didn't break any ribs. It was just bruised.
Update. Yeah.
That's what I meant.
Bruise not broken.
Bruised
Not broken.
bruised,
Which is great
not
because
broken. What a
his ribs are
theme.
broken.
Right?
Bruised and not broken.
Bruised, not
Bend
broken.
but don't break, baby.
Something about perseverance there is a lesson.
Actually, okay, this is not.
All right,
I'm
what,
gonna say
what,
this. I got
Justin?
something crazy to tell you after the podcast. All of you, but it just can't be.
I want to know
said on the
now.
podcast.
It can't be said on the podcast.
Can we just put a long bleep in here?
like the whole time he's
Yeah.
telling us?
Friend
Yeah.
of a friend busted her booty, and I just can't. There's no. I'm just gonna have to wait.
Okay.
Okay.
What a hook.
For all you interested,
Sorry for
just
you
DM
listeners.
us and we'll let you know
Yeah.
what's going on.
They're all going to comment. but
Tune
I
into the
need to
X-rated
know.
podcast for the end of that story.
Subscribe to our premium tier. And,
Premium account.
What do they call? Don't they have?
We should just start our
a
own
website?
OnlyFans.
What's it called? They have a website where you can like sign up, you pay something, and you get like more episodes than normal for like popular podcasts. Obviously, we're
Yeah. No, I've seen that
Mhm.
before.
You get like a paywall to get like the extra content.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, because
Yeah,
that's
real,
a couple
like,
people.
real popular ones. That
Yeah, a
can
couple
make
people
money
I
doing
follow
that.
do that, and then they also save the real like salacious stuff for the for the members,
We don't save the
for members
salacious
only.
stuff.
You know what I'm saying?
We don't go deep as like
FMO.
flagrant, but you know, sometimes we say some things that are like, did we just say that?
We've had a few of those moments.
Few of those, yeah.
They're the best moments.
So everyone, if you want to find those moments, just listen to our 50-hour catalog,
The whole thing.
all of them.
Nonstop, don't sleep.
We have a good amount of
Can't stop, won't stop.
content and stuff, you know.
You know.
What did
We still need to. We need to clip that tickle ball part.
Tickle ball.
why is that?
Just because we
That
just
was
all
so
lost
funny.
it. That'd be a great like little short
It would
to
be.
post.
We
I forget
did
what
just
episode
lose
it was
it.
from.
We did just.
'Cause I just remember I was pretty lit for that one. I don't remember why, but
It was like tickle ball.
Tickle ball.
And
it's like
we
you guys
just
playing your
died.
tickle ball, and
Tickle ball. All right.
but now I'm a tickle baller.
Yeah, I was
So
about to say.
No,
Now
I'm a tickle baller.
And you play pickleball sometimes.
yeah, when the mood strikes.
Oh, that's funny. I will say, since toward the beginning, be sure to like and subscribe, share the word, spread the word,
Subscribe and like.
subscribe and like. Oh shoot,
Ah,
that's right.
I get it.
Luke got me.
Are you
You
supposed to
get
say
it.
that at the end?
I say it both times.
Wow.
Just that way people are doubly informed.
They either
Right.
like and subscribe.
So if they
or
listen at the
subscribe
beginning
like.
and then
It's like and
end
subscribe
it,
at the end. It's
before the
subscribe and
end.
like.
That's right.
I like that.
Yeah. And just a reminder, we don't know anything. We don't claim to know anything.
We
Just
don't know.
ask other
anything.
people about things because we don't know. Don't get your opinions from us.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Don't get your panties in a bunch.
And sometimes even stuff that seems like our opinions isn't our opinions. We just like to make conversation.
Bro, I listened. Did you listen to not the most recent, but it could be, but the Rogan podcast with Gabor Mate, the guy who's done like addiction treatment for the last like 30 years in like inner city Toronto.
No.
Dude just broke my brain. He just started talking about like even a personality. Like our personalities aren't like we think we are our personality, and he just like broke it down. You're just like, dude, I don't know anything. I don't know what's real anymore.
Yeah, well, no, because you can essentially reduce yourself all the way down to a nothing.
Hello?
Because even like your personality,
Siri?
where we think is our personality, is
That was
all
weird. It was my phone. Sorry.
It's just I don't know. It was a good
It was so
podcast.
clear.
Kind of tough to listen to, but he's got
What-
a weird accent.
I think I'm connected to the Bluetooth on this
Oh.
Roadcaster. Yeah, I'll check it out.
Okay.
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 Clearly you're distracted, JJ.
Okay, Buttercup.
Anyway, what's you guys are going to see Post Malone this week.
Hell yeah, we are. I can't.
Someone's
Sure are.
excited. Someone's a bit
I
excited.
was very confused for a
Did
second.
you not just lose your breath?
Just forgot for a second.
Yeah, we're gonna be litty.
That
Give
like,
it,
is that like the Zach Galifianakis where he's like
That does.
he
Yeah.
just sits there.
He just keeps going.
1 minute later.
Uh,
It's going to be
great.
fantastic. I
Yeah.
shall break my streak of sobriety.
How long has it been? 3 weeks.
2 days.
no, it's been
It's
a
almost
week.
more dangerous when you do that because then
It's
it's
only
like,
been 1 week, right?
and then you're like,
Yeah,
I'm
8
going
days.
hard. I guess like, you know what I mean?
It could go one of two
That's-
ways for sure.
I think it's
You could
gonna
overdo
go.
it.
I think it's gonna go the 2-way.
I'll make sure he comes back
Nah,
to
see,
Florida.
yeah.
Yeah.
In my
Just show
darkest
him where
of
the hotel
times.
is.
Yeah.
I don't know where we're going.
Never forget Blacksburg.
Blacksburg.
We almost got blacked out at Blacksburg.
The funny thing is, it was just
I
it
went
was
to a
just
weird place.
it was just the Delta 8 gummies, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you did enough
Yeah.
of them.
No,
Yeah,
I mean
Just two of
one.
them.
Two.
You did
Two?
one. I did two.
That's
Yeah.
why that was the difference. I was like, I ain't doing two.
Yeah.
Someone's got to get us back to the hotel.
What's funny is the quality control is so inconsistent. You never know when it's going to be like, oh, this is fun, or like, I
Hold
can't
my
let,
hand.
I can't let go of the bed, or I'm going to fall out of the house.
Justin
Like,
was
it's just
walking
like-
into the road.
doesn't make sense.
He's just like, we're going this way.
We go.
Like, no, that's the road, Justin. Get on the sidewalk.
It was a strange experience because I remember holding my phone and being like, this phone can get me back to where I need to go. But then also I was like, I don't know how to use this thing. I
Accurate. Yeah. Right.
was like, it's just a brick in my pocket right now. I don't know how to operate this device. I know in this device is my freedom, is my salvation, but I cannot.
It would be annoying, like
Thankfully,
finding
Gabby
a
was there.
helicopter, getting off of an island that had like an active volcano, but you didn't know how to fly it. That would suck.
Facts. Yeah.
I don't know why that just came to my mind when you said that.
It was like erupting and you just see the lava coming towards you.
You're just
Have
like,
you seen those
I don't know how to
drone
turn this
videos?
thing on.
Of people like flying their drums over an active volcano.
Yeah, nuts.
It's crazy.
I love that.
Dang.
So cool what you can do with drones.
They like melt their drones like multiple times.
I bet.
There was this one. Did you see the one where they did like the huge drone show? I forget what it was, how many drones instead of like fireworks. They were claiming, they were like, "Oh, this is cooler than fireworks," and you're just like,
They
"Well,
did
not
that
really."
For the Olympics.
It's
this
like
last
there's
year.
no sound, so it's just kind of like just a light show, which is sweet. It's still sweet, but it's just like something about the. I think it's supposed to remind you of cannon fire. I think that's part of the like remembrance deal. So it's like you can't really replicate that with drones.
It'd be cooler if they had like music to go with it.
Drone, I'm sure they do some shows, but the problem is like, you
I think
know,
they gotta have
like the
music.
typical like suburban fireworks show, call it $1,500, $3,000, is going to be much more obtainable than like spending 10, 20 grand on drones because it's a lot of drones.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
But you can use them multiple times. And fireworks, you only use them once, they gone.
That's true.
Damn.
Spin facts.
That's true.
All facts. Not a printer in sight.
Okay, there it is.
I was waiting.
I was waiting
This
too.
guy's
I was
coming.
like, and here-
Everyone looked at me.
will you finish?
Yes.
Yeah. So today was just talking about I mean, this is today. It doesn't always have to be spiritual. Okay. We're not always having to like interpret the Bible, talking about the big issues. What we can do also is talk about things that we just think are fun to talk about. Like, why do you learn stuff in school that you don't use, but all the stuff that you use, you never learn in school?
Wow.
Are
Right?
you trying to upset me right now?
Yeah.
So why don't they
trigger
teach us
point.
about
I
taxes?
try to trigger you at least once or twice every time.
I love it.
It sends you into these 10-minute tangents that it's
Not
hard to get
today.
you out of.
Not today.
Let's see how much active listening we get
That's,
across today.
that's my
We should be learned.
My
We should be
kryptonite.
taught how to.
should be
We should be learned. I should have been taught a lot of shit, including English.
including when to use the word learned.
We should have been
Spelled
taught taxes.
Learnt.
Learnt.
Should have been taught how to properly make a resume.
Well, I'll tell you what. The learn thing is funny because like the guy in my band that I was growing up with like always said learned. Like let me learn it to
I
you.
learned it.
Well, I say like let me learn it to you instead of teach it to you.
Mm.
So,
Really?
Yeah.
Is that a thing, or is he just
He says
He
that.
just said
understand?
it, and it was funny.
Okay?
We all knew it was funny. It wasn't like he was a moron.
Mm.
It was on purpose.
Okay.
But it's funny because it's one of those things like you just say and just keep talking.
But everyone
And then
knows what
other-
you mean. Yeah.
Well, people who aren't in the know are just like, what did you just say? But you're like acting like it's normal.
Well, yeah. Those things are funny too because you're like I know I just heard that, and no one else is like acting
Saying
weird.
anything.
So it's like, am I crazy?
Yeah.
Like, did I?
Yes, you are the crazy one. I'll answer that one. Yeah. So how to make a resume? That would have been helpful, huh?
Yeah.
There are some schools that kind of teach you some of that, like typing. I would say that's the most valuable class I ever took, probably in high school. You know,
Yeah.
I think most people learn how to effectively communicate, right? Especially if you're in a job where you write emails all the time. Like, dude, I'm constantly on like thesaurus.com, extending my vocabulary, trying to like sound intelligent.
I feel like those like extra classes that you got taught me more than my normal classes, like the like graphic design class I had,
Yeah.
or like I had one where you like learned how to do some type of design work on the computer, and then you would print them onto T-shirts.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I remember most of that stuff rather than
Right.
stuff I remembered in history.
The Pythagorean theorem.
Now we're talking.
What'd you like to know about it?
Is that a squared plus b squared equals c squared?
Or is this the triangle? Is this
Like,
the
you
triangle
tell
one?
me.
That is a triangle.
No,
It's a
That's-
triangle one, right?
this
Pythagoras.
is my point. What's the one? No, the quadratic formula.
That has
Oh,
has
now
to
you're
do
getting
with
into parabolas and stuff.
That's
parabolic.
X equals
Parabolics.
negative b plus or
quadratic.
minus radical.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Never have used it once in my life.
Yeah.
You got a song for it.
I've
Yeah,
used.
that's how I
I'm
memorized it.
pretty sure I've used Pythagorean theorem though. Is that because that's the one where you use to find the long side of a triangle, right? Yeah.
Correct.
This is the point though. This is we're about to have to.
This is the
Google this.
what's the hypotenuse?
1/2 base times height.
No, that's the triangle.
That's just the area of an equilateral.
Is that
triangle.
a hypotenuse? Is that the?
That would be
Man,
the area of an equilateral triangle. Yeah.
That'd be an area of any triangle. 1/2 base times height. Any triangle.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. So I don't know, but is that the Pythagorean theorem or is that the?
Yeah, no, you're right. Pythagorean theorem is the square of the length of the hypotenuse of a right triangle equals the sum of the squares of the lengths of the other two
A
sides.
squared plus B
Yeah, yeah,
squared equals
equals
C
C
squared.
squared. Yeah.
Yeah.
The right triangle only.
That is. And what's the other one where you find the area of a triangle?
I really don't like where this conversation's going.
Gabby's like,
Half. What
I
did
didn't
you
bring
say?
my computer in here for this.
Half a base times height, right?
1/2 base times height.
I used to
Right.
really like math.
That's correct.
But there's no like special name for that, right? It's just area of a triangle.
That is correct.
Pi r squared.
Yeah, a squared
that's a
plus b
circle.
squared c
Area
squared.
of a
Yeah,
circle.
that was.
Yeah, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
That was the part of math I wasn't good at.
Pi d.
That's where I rocked.
Mm-mm.
Circumference.
But my
Yeah, I
point
think
is, I
so.
just never used it again in my life.
Yeah.
You give me a formula, and then we
I'm
spend
sure
like
people
3
do,
weeks
though.
on it.
I've
Crush
used
it.
the area
Yeah,
of a
people-
triangle one
people do.
before, believe it or not, and the area of a square all the time.
About Bernoulli's
Or-
principle.
Never
I
heard
don't
of it.
know.
Bernoulli's.
Sounds
That was
like
more
a
physics,
pizza
though.
place.
That was like fluid coming out of a bottle.
Hey, Bernoulli's.
That's all I remember.
Yeah.
I just thought it was a cool name.
That's
Just-
what I do when I say that.
Yeah, it came from a guy who was pouring pizza sauce and was like,
Right.
liquid out of a bottle. We
That's-
need to
wow.
we need to have an
Wow.
equation for this.
This guy.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
E equals MC squared.
That's Einstein.
Yeah, that's
What's
the
it called though?
Theory of relativity.
Yeah.
Or is that? Well, that's the
it.
gravity. I mean, that's a big. That's a big one.
Gravity is
Working against me.
That's right. I forgot John Mayer had an equation for gravity too.
So does Sarah Bareilles.
Gosh, I like you
All right.
guys.
All right.
Well, what's the question? What we learned and what we didn't learn?
What is the most ridiculous thing you learned in school? Like that you never use?
Well, all of that.
All of school?
I don't remember.
You didn't even need to go.
No, all of what we've stated. I mean, some. I don't know.
What
Okay,
about how
most
to dissect?
ridiculous
What about
thing.
how to dissect a frog?
I opted out of that. I'm
I did
pretty
all
sure.
that. We did a pig.
I just didn't
I did
wear
an eyeball
closed-toed
once.
shoes.
You know the weirdest
Sorry.
thing was? You know when you dissected the frog and you got the little like the fat? They were like little stars. Like it was like little rubbery.
Nope.
It wasn't even like what you'd expect fat to look like. They
JJ,
look
this
like
is
little-
stapled in your memory.
Yeah, it was weird.
I never did a frog. I don't think.
Okay.
I did the frog.
The frog. What's the frog in your mind, Justin? What does the frog
I
mean?
think we did frogs, and then we did. Well, we didn't all do it, but I watched someone dissect an eyeball, like a cow's eyeball. Once.
Those are like very specific. Like, it's probably helpful to do if for a very specific area of work.
I mean, maybe like a fraction of 1% of people, whatever.
Look at this. I found an article,
Right.
Gabby.
Yeah.
31 useless things you learnt in secondary school that
I
have
learned
never
to-
helped you in life.
Secondary school is high
I didn't,
school,
I didn't
correct?
even think to look anything up on this.
Primary
It's like
school.
everyone,
It could
I'm
be
sure, is
middle
talking
and
about
high
this because
school,
everyone's
secondary.
also regretting and frustrated. All right. Yeah.
I would like to learn more about like
Every single
growing
thing
up,
in maths.
taxes and real estate and
Trig.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
Mortgages. I don't know.
They don't want you knowing about that stuff, Luke.
They don't. Help me.
TurboTax, baby.
There's some in here. This is the UK. This is funny. How to make a Danish open sandwich.
Ooh, I had to take home ec in 8th grade,
Yeah, I
and
was
we
about to
learned how
say.
to make crepes. That was probably one of the most useless things I've
That's
ever done in
cool.
my life.
Yeah,
I
but,
love crepes.
but you
I've never
probably
had one.
learned
Get
good
outta here.
life lessons
I
in
get- you
cooking
want me-
class.
give me that?
Like
I'm
that's
talking about Justin.
Oh.
He's like useless. I'm like crepes are
now
amazing.
You chef it up for people
Yeah,
on a
but, like,
daily
You
basis.
ever had a nice
Yeah, like
savory?
pancakes,
You
though?
have a savory salmon crepe before?
Why haven't you made us crepes before?
I'm not
It's a
good at it.
special,
My
like-
sister is.
It's like a
It's very thin pancake.
it's like an upside down burner.
You can just say
instead of like
really
cooking
thin
it in a
pancake.
pan, it's like a burner that kind of like has like a crown slightly, and you just pour a little.
It's almost like omelet.
It's made, yeah. It's like a crepe maker thing.
I'm
I
just
don't know.
saying crepes are delicious.
Never
Well,
had
it's like
one.
batter.
I
Like,
like one now.
What? What about the batter?
it's just not. I mean, it's
Not environmentally friendly?
just not healthy.
Oh.
Well,
Well.
that's not our main priority here.
What else do you stick in your body that's less healthy than a crepe? Probably most things.
Hmm.
Right?
Giggity.
In my body,
Well, I guess eat. Sorry. Stick in your body's a little.
I can name a few.
Yep. Sorry about that.
well, it's gonna get dark.
Here, we went there. You knew it was going to happen.
It is dark.
That's funny. Most notably, Pythagoras theory. That's funny. It's all on here. So screaming jelly baby experiment. Wow. They roll out this bad boy and they want to impress you on an open day, and geez, it blew your little idiot 11-year-old mind, didn't it? Like they light the jelly baby on fire, it screams and blows up. Can I go? I mean, is that it? It's just I've never had that actually. how to throw a javelin. I was never taught this.
That sounds sick.
I know. What happens when you put magnesium in water? Okay. Yeah, I mean, some of this stuff's just fun. This is Shakespeare. Yeah, that's useless. But here, let me find a non-UK one because it may be more relatable. How to make paper snowflakes.
What? We learned that?
Hey, you got to decorate
I will
for a
say.
Christmas party.
Yeah,
and
that's
you're
true.
in a pinch.
Absolutely.
If you don't know how to make paper snowflakes,
I mean, I'll tell you, it'll take me 10 minutes to figure out a decent paper snowflake, and then
Channel my inner
I gotta
elf.
make 1,000 more. It's
Buddy
not
the
very
elf?
time efficient. You know what they should
That's
teach you
Rachel's favorite Christmas.
is
present.
how to go and put some paper snowflakes in your Amazon cart and buy them for $5. I bet they're $5. It's much more worth it than trying to cut and make paper snowflakes.
if it's prime,
It's prime, it's on time. Actually, not all the
hey.
time. How to jump out of the back of the bus. There's one.
How to jump out
When
of the
did
back
you
of the
ever
bus?
jump out of the back of the bus? Right?
I have a weird story about this actually.
Oh, really? Is this relevant for you? Oh,
Yeah, well-
gosh, that's weird.
One time we were in.
I
This is
digress.
so weird. This is like a core memory. So it's like
Oh.
Inside Out movie core memory.
I know. I think all of our minds went there. It was like the really like shiny orb. One of the really glowy ones.
So I was in elementary school. Me and my sister were both in elementary school, and we rode the bus. My family was that type of family. We just rode the bus forever until I was old enough to drive.
Same.
So
My link.
If you didn't drive the
My
bus,
link- my-
honestly,
my
like
link.
screw
my
you.
link, my son does.
Little
you,
bit.
you learn a lot
Like your
about
mom,
life on that
you
bus.
really got dropped off every day. You
Dude,
pretentious little
a
chosh.
lot
I
of kids
know.
in Florida.
Get on the freaking bus, man. Builds character.
It
That's
does
like-
indeed.
It really
That's like the
does.
playground before the playground.
I have
That's where you
bus
learn.
stories
That is
for
true.
days.
That
The
is
bus
true.
driver is always just a complete bitch or awesome.
Does not care.
Yeah.
one of
There
the
is
two.
no in between. You know.
No.
We were driving home from school and we got hit by it was like a work van that had a ladder
The
on
bus?
top. Yeah.
Whoa.
And it wasn't like we got hit, but he was trying to change lanes and the ladder got caught in the windows, like half of them were
Oh,
open.
shoot.
So it just right. So he pulled over, we pulled over. We just got into the front of our neighborhood and this is so stupid. I feel stupid explaining the story. But I was in 5th grade at the time. 4th grade, 5th grade. So I was feeling like king of the jungle, you know what I mean? I've done my time. I'm at the top of the ladder now.
Yeah.
Oh, like in elementary school. You're
Yeah.
one of the old kids.
I'm well known.
Yeah, your daddy.
When we play freeze tag, I'm the number
That's-
one draft pick. You know what I'm
Yeah,
you get it.
yeah.
You get it.
And
All-time
my
quarterback.
sisters knew, like she's younger than me, whatever. She's freaking out. All these kids are freaking out on the bus because we're all like sitting there. Oh my gosh, we're like panicked.
This ladder
And
could
for
have
the-
killed us.
For the reason that I couldn't tell you. Do you know the song? Give me the beat, boys, and free my soul.
I wanna
Yep.
get along.
For some reason, 4th, 5th grade Luke
Drift away.
knew that song to the T. While everyone was panicking on the bus, I stand on the seat and start singing that song as loud as I can.
I love that.
The entire bus. Give me the beat, boys, and free my soul. I'll never, for as long as I live, I'll never forget it. And we just sang that song until our parents came and picked
Oh
us
my
I
up.
can see why it's a
gosh.
core
Wow.
memory. Your parents picked you up from where the bus was.
That was
Yeah,
like your
they
William
came.
Wallace moment.
It was like,
What a song, though.
and it's probably just like magnified in my head because at the time I
you
was
just
like,
thought it was
this is
awesome.
my Everest.
My moment, yeah.
But now, if I could watch it like now, looking at it, it's probably not as big of a deal. But in my head, it was like the whole world chimed in with me.
That's
So,
fantastic.
just-
Then we jumped out the back of the bus.
That truck driver's
that was my
I'll
question.
wrap it around.
I'm like, I'm waiting for the back of the
we,
bus.
we had to exit out the back. Yeah.
We jumped out one time for like a drill. No, a couple times for a drill. I think that was. I don't think we actually ever had to for any reason. I didn't anyway.
like, do
Who
they
is
just
that, Uncle
assume that
Cracker?
children?
I always wanted to though.
like we grew up playing on the playgrounds.
It's like you know how you have those
Like,
intrusive thoughts, right?
Yeah.
You know what those are, everybody.
Thoughts that you can't control that just come in your head.
Yeah.
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 Uncle
so like,
Cracker.
so
Naughty
stuff.
ones?
Your stuff that you're just like, that is awful. Why did I think of that?
Right.
Yeah. So like, it's just always thought like when I was on the bus, I was like, just go back there and just yank the handle and push the door out. You know
Oh,
what I mean?
yeah.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
always.
If
Just
you
like,
we'll
ever thought
never
that-
know.
Yeah. I'm just like in the back seat. I'm like, it's right there.
What if I did it?
Yeah.
Or even like in the middle of the bus, you have the emergency. Do they have the side ones? Some of them do, I guess.
Well, I
Like,
remember
one
the
of the-
emergency like ceiling exits.
The ceiling,
Oh,
and then
yeah.
one of the windows.
And then
Oh.
we would
bust out
use
the
them
whole
for
thing
like
if
a
you needed
fence,
to.
like on
That's
hot
right,
days,
that's
because
right.
they didn't have
You guys
AC on
remember the
bus.
zombies thing where you had to get in the bus and they would crawl through that ceiling, that spot? No? You guys ever play that zombies?
Like real zombies? I'm
Like,
confused.
see it,
a
like
game?
COD
Like
or
the game.
something?
Yeah.
Oh,
Like on Black
Oh.
Ops or something.
yeah.
You get on the bus and they would
I
they
know what
would
you're
come through
talking
the
about.
windows. You have to board them up.
For a second, I thought you were saying you guys used to play zombies on the bus and people would crawl through.
Oh,
I
no.
was like, that's lit.
I'd have to been younger.
That
I
is
don't think
lit.
zombies was a thing
Very
until
small. It's a very
high
small
school.
opening.
I don't
Maybe
think
your
so.
guys' ceiling holes were bigger than ours.
Well, because the emergency exit things, like you just push them up and then you could like pop them out.
Right.
So maybe that's what they're talking about. We always used to like because you could use them as vents. You could just pop them out part of the way and then just use
Yeah.
them because we didn't have AC on the bus. Did your bus have AC in
Oh,
Florida?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Barely worked.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Ohio,
it was trash
Ours
because all the
didn't have
windows
any.
were down most of the time.
yeah, Ohio
Yo.
buses didn't have that
That's
'cause-
insane.
because it was just so mild. We barely had heat in our buses. I mean, it was like
I used to freestyle rap on the bus.
cold
Same.
AF.
Oh, for years.
That's amazing.
That's cool.
That was like the thing.
We should freestyle rap on the potty.
I thought you meant the toilet for a second.
The potty.
It's like there's only one in there.
The
Stay
potty.
with me.
Potty.
I
Stay with
mean,
me.
I'll go in there with you.
I would love to see JJ freestyle rap
Yeah.
with your stoic approach.
We
It'd be
should,
so
we should do it
sick.
right now.
You'd be like,
I don't know if I could do it right now.
Fucking do it.
What's the guy?
I need to be well lit. I think for that. So
Yeah.
that is that'll have to wait for another time.
I can't wait for that day now.
It will happen.
Can we like
epic.
can we like give each other a heads up and like all of us have to write a rap to perform on the podcast?
I'd love that.
I'm gonna do it in like an accent.
Yes.
I'm gonna
What's the
look up a
first
bunch of
accent?
like
Yes.
slang. I'm gonna have to stick with
My
like
accent.
I don't know. Probably I got to stick with British probably for this first one at least, just because.
Just like that's the standard rap accent, obviously.
Well, yeah, and
When
any
you
other
hear British
accent,
rappers, it does sound cool.
Yeah.
right? And you gotta learn like some of their slang.
Yeah, you're right.
All right.
Yeah. So go ahead and start prepping
Do your
for
research, bro.
Yeah, it's
All
gonna
right,
be a
Luke,
lot
you
of
do
homework.
Jamaican accent.
Blood clot.
that.
I think that's a swear word in
Blood clot.
Jamaican though.
What is it?
Blood clot. Blood clot, man. Like they say it all the time, but I'm pretty sure it's a swear word in Jamaican.
Blood
Isn't that
clot?
weird?
It sounds like blood clot. I don't know.
Okay, but it's not blood clot.
Blood clot. You
I
go
don't know.
down-
You have to look it up
It's
with
the
like
same thing as-
technical.
Trying to sound cool. You're like, go down there, blood clot.
Blood clot.
You
They're
probably
like-
end up in
Blood's bleeding
trouble. Yeah, you probably end up in trouble if you start saying that stuff down there.
Gabby may already be in trouble.
There was a dope movie about Jamaican. I can't remember. It was like Jamaican gangsters. Some
What the
movie.
quan blood clot?
Blood clot, blend.
I bet Gabby. I bet Gabby can spit.
She
bars.
really. I bet she could too.
I bet she really could.
She just strung that together.
I used to rap in high school.
She's setting us up.
yeah. You have any tracks?
Yeah, actually.
I bet you do.
I have a YouTube. I have a music video.
So this is like I have a few. She
I
has
have like a professionally recorded music video when I was like 16.
she has
I love
like
that.
300 songs on her
What's a
SoundCloud.
guy got to type in? to
No,
watch
no,
this?
no, no, no. Maybe after the podcast,
What
but
would
I
be
can't
her
risk
like
that.
street name?
That'd be so fun.
It was 5'2".
No,
Legend.
no, I still like that.
Legend.
Yeah, that's good.
Actually, my
5'2".
original rap name was Agabe because of that song.
Agabe.
A baby.
I
A
love that.
baby. So I always
Agabe.
said Agabe.
Wait, that's hilarious. The creativity.
I still like the LL Cool G. I like that
It's
one.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
If it didn't sound so much like
I like
Coochie,
LL. Okay.
I'd probably rock with it.
LL Coochie.
Understandable.
You got to think about those things.
It happens. It happens.
I do love that though.
Although nowadays you kind of get away with anything.
You can get it with literally anything.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
WAP really broke through and just shattered that glass ceiling.
I know. It's crazy. I think I was playing like part of a playlist one day at my house, and I was just like, while people are over, I just did some random playlist because I normally don't
came
care
on.
about explicit, especially if it's just adults there. And it was just like,
That's some wet ass.
because I don't think I'd ever.
WAP came on.
Yeah, I'd never heard it, and I was just
I
like,
love that.
You're just like, we're gonna probably. Pull the
and
plug on
that was
this one.
funny. So I don't even ever like listen to lyrics. And so I was just, I'm just like kind of sitting there.
That one's
thinking-
hard to not
You
listen
can't
to.
not hear that lyric.
I'm pretty sure like Christina or someone else like
JJ,
brought
why
it up
is
to
this
me.
on?
Yeah, no, because I'm just like, and then I was like, man, yeah, that's involved.
At least get the radio edit.
Yeah, is there
What
one?
is the radio edit?
I don't know how
Is
you
the
pull
radio
that
edit?
off.
There's no
I don't
song.
know.
There's no way.
What could you make it? You have
Who
to
was that? Was
completely-
that Meg the Stallion and Cardi B?
I think it's just Cardi B. Oh yeah, maybe, yeah. Maybe Megan Thee Stallion's in it. That would make sense.
Yeah, they went
Makes
for it
some
on that
sense.
one.
Yeah, Cardi B is like, you don't think your children should listen to my music? I don't either. Don't let them listen to it.
How to build a styrofoam solar system.
Okay.
I don't think that's.
Take a change.
Sorry.
Good
I was just-
segue. Good segue.
yeah. I'm all about the transitions here.
Okay.
So sorry about that.
Repeat that, please.
Um,
Took me for a turn.
how to build a styrofoam solar system.
I don't think I ever did that.
I
yeah,
did for sure.
I think
didn't.
I did, but
I had a volcano.
I think that was
Ooh,
beneficial because it can kind of start to teach you the order of the planets, even though there's no way you're ever going to remember the order based on that one project in 4th grade
Yeah.
or whatever.
I didn't know.
I would argue most.
No,
I don't
because
wanna
most
say
people still
most.
don't know the order of the planets.
I'm very confident about the first few,
Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars,
and then I get Saturn,
Saturn?
Jupiter mixed up.
Saturn.
No, that's wrong.
it's not
Jupiter,
Saturn.
Saturn,
Jupiter,
Yeah.
Saturn,
Sure is.
Neptune.
Uranus.
Uh-uh.
No, Uranus.
Uranus.
It's for sure
really,
Uranus.
Doyle?
You're one of
not going to
those.
say Uranus.
I'm scientifically correct, isn't it? Uranus?
It's got to be Uranus.
I think it's Uranus.
Really?
I mean,
I've been
granted,
lied to
I've heard
then.
people say both.
it's
you
Uranus.
Is it like?
Uranus.
Is it like pecans and pecans?
I
If
think
that's
so.
the case,
Yeah,
then
I
Potato,
guess so.
potato. So if you
What
say
do you say,
Uranus, if
pecans
you
or
want
Pecans.
Saturn, Uranus, and
I
then
don't know.
the last planet, which is right.
Pecan.
Pluto,
Pecans?
Which is not a planet.
Pluto's not a planet.
I say pecans.
Neptune?
But if it's a pie, it's a
I was
pecan
asking
pie.
Luke, and he just said pecans, so clearly
I
he's not
think you
paying
need to
attention.
stick with London.
was it Neptune though?
Really?
It
What do
is,
you
yeah.
Be
say?
consistent.
Also,
Probably
Pluto
pecan.
should be a planet. It's
Pecan
trash.
pie.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is, like, some of
But
Jupiter's
I bet
moons
the
are
right
bigger than
is
Pluto.
pecan.
Yeah,
What
but
do
the
you do
problem
about
is
that?
those moons,
Where do we go from
those
here?
moons orbit
Aren't
Jupiter.
Sure.
Pluto orbits the sun.
Yeah, but you could also say that. Does someone fart? Oh, it's Kyle.
That's Kyle.
He
He didn't fart though. It was just Kyle.
for the purpose of the pod, Kyle farted.
Now we did.
Yeah. So yeah, that's kind of funny. Yeah, but I think that's useful. How to differentiate between types of dinosaurs. Yeah, that's useless. I mean, literally,
I couldn't
never
even do
we're ever
that.
gonna use
Hey, didn't
that
they
in our life.
discover dinosaur tracks in like Texas, like parts of Texas or something?
Everything's bigger
I
in
hope so.
Texas. Yeah.
I think
Isn't
we're
that
also
something
trying to
happened
bring back the
recently?
woolly mammoth.
What do you mean bring it back?
There's an
You've
ongoing
seen
project
Jurassic
right
Park,
now.
right?
They're basically Jurassic Parking a woolly mammoth right now.
Yeah, they extract the
Creating-
DNA.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're trying to remake the woolly mammoth,
That sounds
Like-
fun.
build it in a lab. What could go wrong? You know?
What could go
Did you guys hear about the human tooth that was found in Georgia that
Georgia?
they say is 1.8 million years old?
Oh, how do they know that?
I don't know.
dental
It was
records.
6 days ago.
Probably did happen.
Yeah.
I'll be here all day.
Medical records are not that well kept. Just I don't believe that for a second.
They just check the dental
Is it just
records.
carbon dating?
Yeah. This guy, 1.8 million years ago.
Right
Here's
here.
his last appointment.
right here in the system?
Look it up.
I
There's
just
like
overdue.
5 articles right here.
There's got to be.
This guy can't. No chance this guy has teeth left.
This guy doesn't floss. That's for sure.
I want to see what it looks like.
An actual. So do teeth just not decay at all?
Let's find out.
Yeah, that's true.
I think
though.
everything
'Cause you can
decays.
find skulls. You can find skulls from like 1,000 years ago, and they
Yeah,
might
but
still have their teeth.
Everything decays. The issue is like
the rate.
is the environment, the the acidity, the elements around it. Is it
Mm.
protective or is it eating at it?
Look at it. It's dirty.
Like, see, if you, imagine finding that and just being like, "Yeah, that's a tooth."
Teeth become the most
I mean,
durable part of the body after
know.
death.
Well, think about it. Someone who's buried, like somehow, like say you're buried and you're encased in like rock somehow, your body's gonna be much better preserved than it's in soil. Because bugs are gonna get at you. You know what I mean? Like so, someone who's encased in concrete, and then someone finds that 1,000
Yeah.
years from now, or 1.4 million or
But
whatever.
bugs,
Because what is it?
bugs will eat
believed-
like the flesh and like the soft stuff, but like things like bone and teeth.
Yeah. Well, that just throws it. That just throws a weird wrench into the narrative. If they could find more things like that, because I think humans were only supposed to have been evolved over the last couple 100,000 years. Or something
Well, I
like
think
that.
that was their point in it being like,
Yeah, it's just like
Wild
oh,
shit.
shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe the tooth was sent here by someone else,
maybe,
like an alien
probably.
Whoa.
civilization.
They just kind of dropped it
Stan
down.
us.
It'd be funny. They're just screwing with us.
That's like what their television's like. It's like let's drop a tooth down here.
They probably are recording us. Like we probably are their reality TV.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just like, let's mess with them this time.
Sounds
See
like
what
a
these
Rick and
idiots
Morty
do.
episode.
Yeah,
The real Earth of the Milky Way. They're like over in some other galaxy watching
Yeah,
this.
just clowning us.
Did you guys ever have a book fair?
Did we have a book?
The next one on this list is How to Navigate the Encyclopedia Britannica.
Don't know.
We had
You
one of
remember that?
those. We had the whole
Do you
volume.
remember looking stuff up on that?
Mhm.
I mean, that's like Google. That was like our Google. Like we
Right.
could just go up and learn anything about anything. And it
Yeah.
seemed like, at the time, it seemed like everything was in there.
Book fair was a huge deal, by the way.
Huge deal. Did you do
Did we
AR
talk about
points?
this? I feel like we talked about this
Yes.
before.
Okay.
I was
Where did you go to
Absolutely.
school? In
In
Lakeland.
Lakeland.
Okay, yeah.
Dude,
you guys
nothing
have-
was like a shiny book that I just wanted because it was new and I'd never read. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just like,
I'd read that. I mean, Junie B. Jones.
Oh,
I tell you what, though,
The
like the
purple
thing
chalk?
is,
purple chalk.
I don't know.
every other book to that point in your life, we're having side
Goosebumps, Junie B.
conversations
Jones.
here. That's confusing.
keep going.
So no, the thing about the book fair was that it was like, to that point in your, in your school year, you typically are just renting stuff from the library. It's all beat up and nasty and whatever. And the book fair, it has like the library, like labels and tape and stuff all over it. And then like the book fair is like these amazingly clean, shiny books,
Mm-hmm.
the amazing erasers for your pencils.
Bro, so many erasers.
So many.
Dude.
And the pencil grips.
Dude, they had some they had some pencil ends that weren't just erasers. They were like a pinball machine and like a
Right.
little like ball maze kind of thing. And you just be
Yeah.
like, I want to get this and play with this all day. In
You
class.
guys remember Gail
Mhm.
Gibbons?
I want to read 10 books to buy this.
Oh, it's tragic.
Yeah. My mom would
Gibbons?
never fall for any of
Gail
that stuff. I
Gibbons.
mean, my mom never let me buy that stuff.
Did you do box tops?
Yes,
did- I
they were
did
always
do
on the
that.
pizza roll boxes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the cereal.
Yeah, I did do box tops.
I love
Although
that.
I don't recall that ever benefiting me in any way.
My mom
Only
had a
at the book fair.
Ziploc bag in the
Yeah.
drawer
Did it?
that we would save them in.
At the book fair?
That's what I remember.
Yeah, I think so.
I thought it was just
You
turning
want to
into
know
your
what's
teacher.
purely evil? Is those stupid summer reading plans you would have to get from the
Oh,
library?
Brutal.
Did you guys ever do that?
Yeah,
you just
but
have to do
wouldn't-
it for the next
Friggin'
grade.
But you would get
garbage.
Wouldn't you get pizza for it? I mean,
I lied about it every time.
No, you know that it was,
I was
part
like,
of
yeah,
it.
I
I thought
read
it was
it.
part of Accelerated Reader, where it was like you read 5 whatever books, you get 5 stars, you get a personal pan pizza from Pizza Hut.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
That's ringing a bell.
You remember that?
Mhm.
I always loved that.
I used to
I
read
always
a
was
bunch
so jacked
Evil.
about that.
that age.
Children have a freaking vacation.
I'd take a Harry Potter book to the head, get 100 points.
Dome piece?
I'd also try and take random AR tests without
UFC
even reading
style.
the book. Just see if I can pass it.
Is this the new iPhone?
All right.
It is, yeah.
Is something different about the camera lenses?
So
They're
they're the
bigger.
same lenses
Okay, I
from
was about to
like
say,
the.
yeah, they look a lot
It's a
better.
large.
Max.
It's a larger bezel. For the lenses have a larger bezel on them.
Have you taken
for
any
sure.
photos on it? Is it?
Yeah, it's
Pretty
pretty gnarly,
legendary.
and the front camera's really good, which is kind of freaky.
I have
They
to get some
incorporated
solid
an
photos of
X-ray yet?
Posty.
Can you take
Yeah.
pictures and there's like X-ray vision yet?
Take one of me.
That's what
don't
I'm
think
waiting
so.
on.
Please.
Okay, just fake it.
That
then.
would have been that
Whatever.
would have been a solid.
It'd be
The weird-
awesome.
the
Is if
weird
they
thing
have
is
this
they never turn
technology
off.
where you
That's
could
what's
just. I
weird.
bet they do have this tech, but
It'll
like
turn
where you could
off?
take a picture of somebody
Yeah, like
and it'll
this is
guess
like the
like their
lock
age
screen.
range.
Just say super
That's
dim.
horrifying.
Wouldn't that be
Always on.
hilarious?
So
never-
what's this button then on the side?
Like, and it was like supposed to be you know how there's like those
Just
BS
like-
websites that just guess your
It's
age,
like-
just
that's
Yeah.
basically
it's a random
locked in.
number.
Kinda
But like it'd be
Just
funny
say
if
it's
like
like-
actually they could get
you
within
never
like a
have to,
couple
like,
years.
touch it for the time or anything,
Hmm.
and it'll show like your updates. But I guess it goes into like a low power mode
Hmm.
during this.
Yeah, that is interesting. I do like the always on, although I like the Android one better. I'll never buy an Android. Let's just make that
it's
clear.
just- I don't
But
know.
what I'm saying is like I
It's
like
kinda creepy.
I wish they would turn off the background and keep the clock. Just make
Oh,
it
just all black.
white on black.
Have you guys
Yeah. Because that would say
undo
there's
any
no
text
point of
yet?
you having the. You know what I mean? There's
I've never
no
done that.
there's no point of.
I haven't updated.
I haven't
my
done
phone.
that yet either. But there's no point of you having that like the color background on because it's dim. You can't really see it anyway. You're
Right.
just wasting battery.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I always
don't know.
procrastinate my updates.
You haven't you don't have the widgets yet.
No, I need to do that.
Oh, dude, it's
So you can like
awesome.
customize your home screen, right? So
oh,
then
I
can
have the
yeah, you have
widgets on
4
mine. It's a
widgets.
game
I
changer.
can have like
Yeah.
weather.
So I have like my
random
next
stuff.
appointment for the day, my garage status, my temperature, right? So it shows you what it is and what the high and low is, and then chance of rain is what I have.
I like the one where it tells you like your recommended apps. And it like changes these like based on like what you usually visit during the day.
Oh, that's old.
And then I got the
I've had that.
Spotify.
I've had that
one.
for a while. They had that
The
last
Spotify
iOS.
one's my favorite widget.
What does it do? Just
Basically, just like the
It
most
opens
recent.
Recent?
Yeah, the most recent, and then your 4 like most popular playlists. You can just click on it and go directly to
That's
it.
pretty schlick.
I don't know how to use the widgets.
I love Spotify.
I also don't really.
I do like
I haven't gone
Spotify
too deep in
also.
it.
I hate that right now I would be on Spotify. I didn't pay for Apple Music. It's part of my Apple One thing. So
Mm-mm-mm.
Mm.
Mm-mm-mm.
Spotify is just, it has better curators, better podcasts. Like it's pretty much better in every way.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
Yeah.
Spotify.
All I have is Gavin.
We support you.
What's
on
up?
Spotify.
What's up? And they don't like censor like Rogan and all. Like I appreciate that.
No, I do need to cancel my Apple Music.
They,
I
You
just
gotta get
don't.
on that Spotify.
Once, ever since I
you gonna
switched
get
over
that
to YouTube,
Spotify game.
I mean, I probably won't pay for it. Ever since I switched to YouTube Premium, I just use that so much because I have no ads ever. So it's like it's dope because I can anything and everything you want.
What pisses me off about YouTube is the fact that you turn your phone off and the YouTube video stops.
Premium it doesn't.
What?
Yeah, so I'm telling you, bro. YouTube Premium, best subscription out there for sure.
Why? Pitch
Anything and everything you could ever want is on YouTube.
you hear what he
except
just
for like
said?
Rogan podcast,
You turn your phone off, the YouTube video keeps playing.
Me. Okay.
and then no ads ever. But anything,
You don't think that's- you don't think that's
everything
sweet?
That's out
It's
there.
sweet, but I'm not paying for that.
Okay, look.
Pitch me. If it's
That's
the
it.
best subscription ever and all I get is no ads and it plays when it's locked, I'm out.
I'm out.
But do you pay for like Apple Music?
I'm on my family plan. It's like 99 cents.
All right, go to your next lead. He's high maintenance customer.
Click.
Yeah,
Don't
this
bring
ain't
that
worth
in
the
here,
time.
Justin. You're going to cold call me. You better come ready.
No, it's just sick, dude. Because everything's on YouTube now. But it's like when other
Hope you
people
didn't pay for that lead.
when other people are
Are you
watching
airdropping something to
YouTube
me?
or showing
Yeah.
or playing something, and then an ad comes
nervous.
on, I immediately I'm
Just
just
don't
like,
open
what?
it now.
What?
Just wait till later.
It just
Oh, I already
it just
did.
upsets me.
Oh,
Just
I
It
till
upsets
later.
me
I haven't
too.
listened to a YouTube ad in years,
So you're on a computer that's not like signed into a premium account,
or
and you're
someone
just
else will be
like-
playing it. Yeah, yeah.
So, but what about, like access wise, it does nothing different for me.
What do you mean?
Premium compared to just YouTubing something.
Yeah, you just have to listen to the ads.
So,
So-
it's just ads.
Yeah, it depends on
This is the
how
best
much you like
subscription in the world.
ads.
It's just ads.
I just hate the ads. Now I like everything I watch. I'm big on podcasts. Almost every podcast except Rogan is on YouTube.
Uh-huh.
But
So
aren't the ads like 30 seconds?
yeah, well, you can skip them. It's
What's the
whatever.
annoyance of just
It's-
like
I
once
get
you
it.
never hear them
I
anymore.
get what he's saying.
it's different.
I get what he's saying, and I have the frustration with YouTube because I wish I could listen to it with my phone off. Like when I'm running, I don't want to just have my screen on.
I get that.
while
I
I'm
feel
like-
that. But that's
So-
$10 a month.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
Maybe I'm just cheap. Maybe
That's a-
I'm just cheap.
That's basically
you
one
know what
burrito
also,
now.
You know what's also
You know
$10?
what chaps my hide?
You know it's also $10 a panini. Your place that you went to.
That's right. And it's fire. I'd rather have one panini a month than pay YouTube for no ads.
Okay. Well, that's hot take.
I would not.
All right. So what? All right, what were you gonna finish your thought, and then we're gonna keep talking about
I
what
have
we're
no more
supposed to be.
thoughts.
I have
Don't-
no
Yeah,
more-
let's just dive into the meat.
I have
Don't
no more
cold call
thoughts.
me unless
All right.
you're ready.
Memorizing all the presidents in order
I can't do
literally
five.
doesn't matter.
Can't even
Or
write
like the
five.
states and the capitals. Remember, like we had a
I
song
would kill
for the
that
states.
probably.
Yeah,
What's the capital?
I actually
of
won.
Oh God, never mind.
I won $20
What
at a
is it?
bar
No, hit me,
randomly.
hit me.
Iowa.
This dude comes up to me, who's totally smacked,
Is it not Des Moines?
and
Sounds right.
What?
and he's trying to like get me with
Trying to get
states
you.
and capitals. This guy is just
Oh,
we're at some restaurant bar kind of thing
and
watching
he
a,
was like
a football game.
hammered or something.
Yeah, he was absolutely gone, and he was like, but you know when like some people get into that kind of phase, and they just become like a-holes,
Uh huh.
and they're just like,
Yep.
so he was basically just doing this gotcha. He was trying to like, he was like, I bet you $20. You don't know the capital of blah blah, and he's like, I forget which one he started with, but
He
I
was
got
that
it.
hammered. You could probably just look it up on your phone when he asked you.
Yeah, probably. But I think it was New Hampshire or Vermont. I can't remember now.
Mm.
but like for some reason, I'm just standing there, I'm like Montpelier, and it was right, and I was just like, yes.
Oh, I remember.
I was clutch. It was.
What did the
great
guy
memory.
say?
At
He
Castaways.
was surprised, and then
Did he buy you a drink?
I also can't
Didn't you win
finish
a buck,
that
like
story.
$20? Or
Yeah, he
something?
gave me $20, and then he's not allowed to go back there.
He's not allowed to go back.
He's
there?
not allowed to go back there. Not because of that, because something else that happened that was wildly inappropriate.
He was belligerent.
Yeah, he may or may not have exposed himself.
Oh, I see. Yeah, that happens from time to time. How to do the Macarena? I would say that's fairly valuable.
That's important.
I would, yeah, more than Pythagorean theorem.
More important than the YMCA, though.
I don't know about that.
Head to head.
I'd
What's
say
more
Macarena
universally
is
known?
about on the level of the hokey pokey, and then
Hokey pokey.
and I would say
I don't know that I know how to do the hokey.
I was gonna
pokey.
say, if you told me to stand up right now and do it, I couldn't.
no. You're supposed to follow the.
Oh, the hokey
words.
pokey's easy though. You like put your right hand in, you take your right
Yeah.
hand, and then you shake it on. It tells you what to do.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you don't hear that at weddings.
No.
anymore.
Usually you're on roller skates when you hear it. You ever go to a roller rink?
I have.
They do the Macarena and the hokey pokey and everything that gets your body moving. YMCA is just it's a classic. Reciting the state capitals. Here it is. That's the one.
Hey,
Totally
How to make a
useless.
potato battery. Yep, useless.
Capital of Montana.
How to do long division. Thank you.
Bozeman.
So I'll tell you,
That's
this,
not right.
I think Helena.
It is Helena.
this chaps my
I was
ass.
just
You were just there.
I was just
That's
there.
what I'm
I
saying.
drove
Layup.
through it. I drove through it.
Ouch.
I flew into Bozeman.
Fair.
wow, rookie mistake.
Stupid.
I've been to Helena.
Same.
Whoa.
So
And back.
I'm here. I'm here.
Been to Helena and back.
Am I right? Oh, I see.
Yeah,
Thank
Yeah,
you.
it's a good
Thank
one.
you.
Yeah, it
That's
took
two.
him. It took
That's
him a
two. If
second.
you're keeping count, it's two.
Okay. Long division. So like they have all this new way of doing math for kids now. And so
Yeah.
you're trying to like
Really?
learn, like help your kids with homework. And they're like, no, dad, I got to do it this way. And it's just like the stupidest way. Like
Mhm.
it's like they took the way we learned it and added even more steps when you thought there couldn't be more. And I'm just like, how is this? Like, can you look up a YouTube video on like Chinese math and it's genius.
This
like
trash-
the kids over there just like have like, they do it in like 5 seconds and it's so intuitive. And you're just like, well, that makes sense. And then here it's just like, oh no, let's like write out 30 numbers and then, do this way and this way that doesn't make sense.
I couldn't even do long division right now.
I mean, I don't remember. I would need a refresher. But also, like at the same time, what's the point of teaching kids things that like as long as you have one of these,
Dude, a third world
Like,
country
we don't need
would have a
to know how to
calculator, right?
multiply or divide. Like it's like if you have one of these, like it doesn't matter.
Well, what's the long term effects of that? Fully dependent on technology?
Well, sure.
Incapable of doing anything on your own?
Luke,
What's
I think
the
that's where
answer?
we're
We're
headed.
already there.
So
Well, how do you raise children that way?
without long division,
Well, no. I mean, just without teaching them.
I don't know.
Anything
the way we've always
basic.
raised them.
well,
it's
if you were
always
stranded
changing.
on an island with your family, right, and you were like,
This
out
is an
there,
interesting analogy.
So what's
No,
the
but I'm just
practical
saying, like, what-
application? We have
when are
10
you gonna
bananas and
use-
5 people.
when are you gonna
You could
use
just pass a banana to every
long
person and then keep going until you have none left.
which is the
Like,
equivalent,
There's no real
which is
practical
the
application
equivalent
for
of
division.
counting on your fingers, which works fine as far as like surviving on an island.
Look, I'm not supporting long division, but I'm just saying we got to teach them something, right?
Well, I mean, the thing is, the whole point of this whole thing is like you could use that time more efficiently teaching people how to budget, how to
Yeah, I agree with that.
like learn how to pay rent,
yeah.
learn how to like, I mean, I hate to say like learn how to mail something, but maybe, I mean, no one mails anything anymore. I don't know. When's the last time you mailed something?
Yeah, or how to change your address.
Oh, that's awful. Changing your
Mhm.
address. There should be companies out there that like you basically just give power of attorney to and they can change your address
Well,
on literally everything.
The problem is now we live in this weird world where like because of these, like we have like everyone basically has ADD, right? It's like no one has attention spans anymore. So
Can you repeat that?
Well, that just means that, well, right.
so now we
That's a
almost need to
joke.
like go through like now we need to start teaching children like mindfulness
Mm-hmm.
where it's like,
But you just said that we're going to just let them depend on the phone.
well, I mean, we're not going backwards, but like there's also like we need to teach people how to like, hey, it's healthy to like put this thing down,
Right. I agree.
and like actually live in the real world.
right.
because
now
it's
they're
just
designing them where they stay on all the time, so you can't even put it down.
they
You
know
gotta
what
put
we're
it
doing.
Face down.
Yeah, they're trying to.
Put it face down.
We have
There you go.
actively like powers that be that make all the
gotta
money
keep
that
mine
want
on.
us on these things 24/7 to the
See?
point where like
They're
I just
trapping
heard
you.
this story where they asked like a bunch of kids in China, for example, like, what do you want to be when you grow up? And a lot of the I don't know what's happening.
Freaking fingerprint on the camera. What an asshole.
No, I was just
Dick
feeling. I was
move,
feeling
bruh.
the bezel. Did I actually fingerprint the camera?
Yeah,
Fingered
you
my
fingered it.
camera.
I thought I just put. I was
Those are
just.
fighting moves, JD.
It
No,
was
bro.
just a weird.
No,
it's
bro.
a weird bezel. I
It's
just wanted to
fine.
feel what
It's
it was
fine.
made. I didn't know
Brand
if it
new
was rubber.
lens.
Swing first,
I thought
bro.
I did this.
Swing first, bro.
Did that. I didn't even touch the camera.
There was a
He
print.
won't.
There was a print.
You guys,
It's
get
fine.
out of me.
It's fine. I'm over it.
It's fine.
I'm not.
I'm not even upset.
So yeah, they asked like kids in China, like, what do you want to be when you grow up? And some of the more popular answers were like astronaut, engineer, kind of stuff like that.
That's sick.
Yeah.
And
Here
and then
it's
they
like,
asked
I
the
want
most
to be an
common
Instagram
answer was
influencer.
YouTuber.
I want to be a gamer.
Yeah. It's like if that doesn't tell you like the current status of like
That's
I
Like,
mean,
I
what's
get
sad
it,
is they
like-
are making good money doing that stuff.
they're blowing
the top
astronauts
like
out of the water.
0.1%, right? That can
Mm.
actually pay bills
Right.
with money from
Well, and you know
from this
China's
stuff.
doing that strategically, right?
Yeah.
But the funny thing, wouldn't it be funny if it backfired like 50 years from now? It's like they're the ones that are all working and we're getting paid more just being entertainers.
Well, because eventually AI is going to do all this stuff.
I know.
So it's like really,
We need to start planning now for what we're going to do with all of our free time.
I'm about to start learning survival skills. I want to learn how because like
You
if
sound like a conspiracy
if
theorist.
it hits the fan,
If what hits the fan, Justin?
Shit.
duty,
All right.
that sweet brown sludge that hits the fan.
I did not need that. Sweet.
I don't think I needed that either. Brain,
Hey,
come back.
I'm
Brain,
just saying.
come back.
I'm just saying if it goes down, like Walking Dead style, even if it's not zombies, like all the nerds, and I don't say that in a bad way, but just like the people that are a little more
pretty bad.
cerebral,
No offense
like
taken,
really
I
kind of
guess.
like good at
Uh-huh.
technology. It's like, dude, what happens if they knock out the power grid and we don't have an internet?
Hmm.
Hmm.
Did you
Although,
just like say internet like a noun, like an internet.
We don't have an internet.
No,
An internet.
We don't have the internet.
the internet
He
is a
said
noun.
the internet. The internet is like an internet.
We don't have an internet.
That's interesting.
Doesn't it hit you weird?
It does.
Okay.
You would say we don't have the.
It didn't hit me weird. Continue.
All right.
Yeah. So
No,
what
no.
happens?
I'm just
But then again, okay. So then it's like, okay,
She's not playing.
Elon Musk comes in to save the day with was it Starlink,
Starlink, yeah.
Mhm.
and then
Star Fox.
Still launching. One went up yesterday.
yeah. So maybe Elon is going to save it all.
Dude's great. Love it.
Hmm. He should make more flamethrowers though.
I know. I would get one.
How much were they?
He needs to get that tequila they sold too. That Tesla tequila. You remember that? The
Yeah,
like
it sold out.
lightning bolt
Mhm.
bottle.
That's sweet.
I would get that.
It's probably trash tequila.
I don't care.
I know.
I just want the bottle.
Same.
I'll fill it up with water when it's done and color it.
Color it.
It's also a weapon. If you needed to.
Well,
Yeah.
any bottle's a weapon, just like any hole's a goal. You know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. you hold us a goal.
So, how to drop an egg from a 5-story building without breaking it? Moving on. Everyone knows that.
I wanna know
Everyone
how.
knows that saying.
that.
No way.
Never heard that before.
I've
No
also
way.
Never heard that about.
As
it.
much as
I
you're
haven't either.
as much as you're on the internet, you've never heard that.
Justin's closer to your age.
Justin's on an internet.
and
He's
internet.
on an
Not
internet.
the internet.
He's on an internet.
I stick
There's
with
multiple.
DuckDuckGo.
Maybe it's because of Reddit. I don't know. That's-
You dive deep into
it's-
those Reddit.
It's all over
waters.
Reddit.
Yeah.
I deep into those Reddits.
You do.
Um,
You do dive deep into damn Reddit.
So, how to drop an egg from a 5-story building without breaking it?
Oh,
You remember
yeah.
doing that, like off a ladder or whatever?
No.
Yeah, building like suspension
What?
devices.
No.
You never, even in a classroom, where you never like rolled it off the desk and you had 3 sheets of paper and you figure out how to make something that like cushions the egg so it doesn't break.
Uh-uh.
That was actually pretty cool though.
It was fun.
Useless, but cool.
It was useless. Like, right? I mean, what are you dropping a baby? Like, I don't.
No.
When would you ever use that?
Wrap that baby in paper.
Unless you were shipping something fragile, maybe you employ some of those same principles.
But then
But I would probably get bubble wrap
I was
or
like, yeah,
that
that's
new
the thing. Just
the new
bubble wrap
stuff's
that
pretty
thing.
good.
peanuts.
No, the like bags.
Oh yeah.
So like the long string of bags,
Yeah.
but the best ones are the ones that's one continuous air pocket.
It's
So,
not
like-
separated.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So then the air can move like where it needs to go. You know
That
what I
makes
mean?
sense.
Like it's kind of neat. But then if what pops, like you're screwed because
Oh,
it's
thanks.
just a whole
Not ideal.
What are you doing now, Gab? I just realized it's a Daft Punk shirt. That's incredible.
You like Daft Punk?
I love Daft Punk.
It's a good album. This album specifically.
Is that the work and make it do and make your heart better, faster, stronger?
That's Kanye West.
Yeah, I was about
Yeah.
to say.
No, but wasn't that a collab with
Well,
someone?
it was. It
Well,
was.
yeah, I
that's
think they do
original is
have-
Daft Punk.
yeah.
The original is
That's what
Daft
I'm
Punk.
saying.
Harder, Better, Faster, Stronger is the name of the original song.
Okay.
Yeah, Conway. I
Conway.
Conway's like 30 minutes from here.
It's a lake.
think I'm gonna move on from that one. I don't think I can recover.
Got him.
You're talking about Get Lucky, the album, or is
Let
that
the record
no, I
roll.
think,
Which
it's,
album
I
is
think
that
it's
one?
REM or something.
It's gone.
from Daft Punk?
hmm Isn't it called like REM or?
Discovery. Around the World.
That's the album it's on.
Around the world.
Oh, it's on Around the World?
Around the world.
That's the album it's on. Yeah. It's it's
Buy it, use it,
RAM.
break it,
Random
fix it.
Access Memories.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Daft Punk's smart. They just basically repeat the same thing over and over again for 3 minutes, and somehow
That
like,
album
people-
is fire.
Well, that's techno. though. That's the way like original techno used to be. Right?
Is that the Lose Yourself to Dance song? Lose
Dude.
Yourself to Dance.
Defunct.
Oh, I know that.
Defunct.
That's all it says, the whole song.
That's what I'm saying. It's just like
Dude, Daft Punk's legit. I'm gonna get through the rest of this
Smart.
list, and then I'm gonna play the Tom Hanks video. Okay, so
Okay.
don't speak unless you raise your hand.
Dang.
I guess people use
Dang,
that
dang.
still.
Yes, sir.
What a prime number is useless.
oh, it is a prime number.
I don't know.
Can't be divided. Or
Cooking classes. Yeah, we talked about this. Home ec.
3,
I should
You
have
know,
taken
you know what's
home ec.
crazy?
7.
There was this organization. I
11.
forget what it was called in middle school, but it was like a
17.
home ec type thing. But it was like the next level, like a special like club
20.
kind of. It was an
Mm.
extra thing.
23.
And
I wish
so,
I would have been in that club.
Pretty useless.
Yeah. So I was in this club. It was basically me and another boy,
useless number.
and then there was like
Other than
18
Jordan
girls.
and LeBron.
Like it was just
Mhm.
like there was
it
only
was
two
always
guys.
full of females. Yeah.
And so like my dad wrote me this speech, and I somehow became the president of that.
That's funny.
So I was just like, but I was only
Did you
there.
guys have,
I
like,
was
a
only
child
there for the
development
girls.
class, too?
Like, huh?
Do you guys have like a child development class? We had one class where you had to be in child development for 1 year, and then if you went to the second year,
Yeah, we had
they
that.
had like a preschool in there where you
Yeah.
actually like watch the kids and stuff.
That's actually a sick class.
Huh.
It was a pretty cool class.
It's helpful. Those are
Uh,
helpful classes.
Just being around babies.
Yeah,
well,
teaching
the
you how to
first
take
year
care
you
of
wouldn't be
babies.
I feel
around
like-
babies.
I feel like that's something I would have not been interested in.
You know
it was
what's
always
helpful, though?
females.
Only
Always
girls.
females.
Oh,
What is
okay.
helpful is when they in
But if you were
health,
smart
You knew
and
what
you
you
wanted
were
to be
doing.
around the females, you
Yeah,
should go to
right.
that class.
If I could go back,
all
I
them
would've
beta
taken
males,
Culinary.
while the alphas are out playing
workshop.
sports.
We had like a sewing class in middle school I took.
We did forensics. That was sick.
That's sick. I wish we would have had one of those.
That was really
Forensics.
Like,
yeah.
That would have been
The
cool.
Bone Collector. That was a
Oh.
Like
cool
we
movie.
did like projects where like get a raw
Angelina
chicken
Jolie,
breast
shout
and
out.
leave it outside in the yard for like a week
Uh-huh.
and do like daily
Daily what?
That's pretty cool.
like studies,
Observations?
Observations. Yeah.
You just left a raw chicken breast outside.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing came and ate it.
Well, it was like oxygen and stuff can get it, but animals couldn't.
It was in like a little protective
Right.
case. Okay.
It was pretty cool.
Okay.
And like
Huh.
you study like
and how does that
The
like
decay?
when I think of forensics, I think of crime.
well, we watched like CSI
Dude,
stuff.
okay. I have a
That's
friend
cool.
in Austin.
It made me want to be a forensic scientist, and then I went to
Oh.
basketball practice.
I
and
will
said, "I'd rather
say-
do this.
I
instead."
will say some of these subjects like kind of like let kids know whether they want to be interested in stuff.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
that's-
yeah.
Sure.
I would say that's maybe useful.
Yeah.
Yeah. All yeah.
So like
Almost
if you
all
like
of
the
them,
egg
you
drop
could say.
thing, you work at a Chinese restaurant. All right, that was bad.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Someone get him.
Yeah, I don't know what you do with the egg drop thing.
You
don't
want
know.
to be an engineer?
That's a Chinese restaurant thing, right? The egg drop
Yeah,
soup.
That's fair.
Is that Chinese thing?
Egg
or
drops.
is that a Japanese steakhouse thing?
He's still-
That's actually pretty good.
I know,
Yeah.
right?
Egg
No
drop
one
soup.
caught it.
Wait,
That is a
wait,
thing.
Wait.
I got it.
I
I
was
just
gonna-
wasn't going to give
No
you
one
the
caught it.
Gabby
because
did.
it safely descended from 5 flights of stairs.
Huh?
No one caught it because it safely descended from 5 flights of stairs.
Oh!
Keep it going.
That's true.
Keep it going.
Don't need to catch it, do
I
you?
got it.
I don't support this.
I'm glad that landed softly.
Okay.
I'll stop, but I'm really on a roll.
Hey,
Egg roll, come on,
all right,
The egg roll didn't hit.
stay with me.
Luke. Yeah, Luke.
Luke, yeah. Yeah.
So what were you saying? You
I
were
don't
saying
remember.
something?
Your friend in Austin.
Your friend in Austin.
Oh, is a forensic photographer with like Austin PD,
Oh,
and
dang. So
she
this is
like keeps a binder of like pictures from crime scenes.
like
Awesome.
Dexter type
It's
stuff.
No, thank
yeah.
you.
Wow.
I
You know that's on. Did you watch the whole thing already though? The new one.
No.
yeah, very. I thought it was very good.
Okay, it's on Paramount Plus now,
Yeah.
so
I
we all
haven't
have
watched
access
it.
to it.
Yeah,
Christina's watching right now. She just decided to watch it without me,
they did a really good job
Um,
with the.
which is another issue.
I don't. It doesn't. Yeah, that sucks.
Will she
You
like
wanna talk about
rewatch
it, bro?
Will she like rewatch it with you though? Like-
Absolutely not.
oh wow. Dang.
Yeah,
Respect.
even though
I would do
I
the same
say
thing.
even though I say like Peaky Blinders, one of my favorite shows.
Oi, Shelby.
She's-
I just started it.
Oh,
so good.
so good.
The
She
Peaky
she indicated she's interested in watching that, and I was like, I will
I want one of those
rewatch the whole
hats.
thing with you. Oh, the hats with the blade in the front. Like I was
Yeah,
just
I want
like,
one of those.
I will watch the whole thing with you because I love it. I will watch it again.
It's so good.
It's incredible.
I've only seen the
Thomas
first season.
Shelby.
Oi, Shelby.
I love Solomon. What's the guy's name?
the Jewish guy.
Thomas.
Rats.
You talking about the Tom
In
Hardy?
real life, Tom Hardy.
Yeah, Jewish guy.
Love Tom Hardy.
Yeah, no,
he
he's
plays such a
great.
good psychopath.
Dude,
Tom
so
Hardy
good.
is so good.
He's incredible.
He's like maybe top 5 for me. Is that a hot take?
no, I think he's incredible. He was great in Mad
I've
Max.
never seen him do a
He's
bad
definitely
role.
top fiveable. I mean, you know, just
incredible
subjective.
as Bane.
Yeah. But when you like, there are some like iconic actors that I was thinking about the other day. You just don't ever hear of.
Like
Right.
who?
Like, so people that are just in tons of stuff
Yeah.
that are just low key amazing.
Right. That's
Like the
fair.
dude from the newer, the dude who played Lemony Snicket in the newer.
Drew Carey.
No, that was Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey.
And that wasn't Lemony Snicket.
Big
that
difference
was
there.
that was
Drew Carey
That
was
was
the
the
Who's
bad guy.
line.
His line is it anyway?
yeah,
Yeah.
but the shoot, what's his name?
Didn't he do Price is Right for a hot
He
minute?
did.
Mhm.
So I'm talking about
Is
the
he
guy
not
that
still doing it?
Could be.
I think he's still the host.
Who are you talking? Wait, who are you talking about?
I'm talking about the guy who played Krunk in
Series of Unfortunate Events.
no, it was the
Great book.
shoot. What was it?
Crunk in series
Oh,
of
Crunk
Unfortunate
is-
Events?
Emperor's New Groove.
Oh.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know
Like his
exactly what you're
voice?
talking about. He's in a lot of stuff.
He's in a lot, but
Yeah.
it's like he's not like a guy that
Right.
you would automatically think of, right?
Is that
His
the
name's
dude who was
Patrick,
on Bachelor?
Patrick Warburton?
Let me see his picture.
But he's not top 5.
No, but
Oh,
maybe
yeah, yeah,
The
I
uncle?
think so.
No,
I
not
think
top
so.
5, but like he's just
Get a
he's
picture of
just
this guy.
in so much.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So the guy that was on The Bachelor, like,
It's his
one of the
nephew.
contestants. Yeah, that's his uncle.
But like he's awesome. Like he's such a great like actor. Like I love him and
Yeah.
everything, and I love
He was
seeing
an
him
elf.
and stuff. Yeah. What I'm saying is
Or not
like
elf.
I feel like there's too many
Ted.
unsung heroes
Mhm.
when
That's
it
a
comes
separate
to
list.
acting.
I agree. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm thinking like Tom Hanks.
Here's my hot take.
Top. Like
Yeah.
Mark
like
Wahlberg's
iconic.
not that great of an actor.
oh, I agree
Mm.
with you.
I think certain movies he's better.
But he's in
like Four
so
Brothers. He was good.
much.
I think he's good.
Bro, he plays
What do
the
you-
same person every time.
Yeah.
I just
Not
don't
every
love
time.
him.
Ted
Like,
and
I'm
Four
trying to think of
Brothers.
like one
Those are two
great
separate
movie.
movies.
Well, he's a
Where
Teddy.
he just killed-
oh no,
He's not a Teddy.
He's not the Teddy.
He's Teddy's
the other
best
guy.
friend.
He is the other. Yeah. Well, yeah, I guess, but he's still always got that like.
Sometimes, like,
It's a
okay, so
similar
the,
thing, but
the
most
Ted,
actors are like that.
so the whole
That-
the Ted thing for me, it's like it doesn't feel. He's like, oh come on, Ted. Like it just, I don't. It doesn't feel like,
But like,
get it.
natural.
like
I
how
get
many
it.
accents do you think he could pull off? Is I guess what I'm saying.
Okay, but what
Not
you're
a
talking
lot.
about
Yeah,
is the
not a
top
lot.
like 1% of actors. Most actors have a niche and they stick with it. The
That's
upper
fair.
echelon, however you say that.
Yeah.
Out there.
They
or
can do
top
it.
Yeah.
actors that can literally do anything.
Yeah. That's why Tom Hanks to me is top 5 because whatever role he plays, you're like you forget you're even watching Tom Hanks.
My beef with Tom Hanks
He
is
did
like
Forrest Gump to like
Forrest
yeah.
Gump's iconic, but like
Yeah,
if
it's
I'm just
crazy.
being honest, nah.
no, dude.
Who's the guy
Saving
that
Well,
Private
Private
Ryan?
that's because
Dating.
like
Saving
that's
Private
because
Ryan.
the movies in probably aren't like your
Oh,
favorite
Tom
movies.
Holland.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
so what's an actor?
I think of like a Leo, like some of my favorite
Denzel.
movies.
That's
Leo,
true.
Denzel.
yeah, Bruce Willis for me.
You see,
Some of my
Tom
favorites.
Holland's going to be the new Willy Wonka in the new Willy Wonka movie.
He's too young.
Tom Holland?
Is it like
Or is he gonna be
like
Charlie?
a prequel, like how Willy Wonka became Willy Wonka?
I don't know.
He should be Charlie.
He actually pulls off Willy Wonka pretty well, I think.
I think Tom Holland's a great actor.
Johnny
See how
Depp.
everybody's
Johnny Depp.
That's a good
I think
conversation
they need to
for the
stop.
podcast.
I think they need to stop
Little
like,
Mermaid?
rebooting Willy Wonka.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
All
I heard
the
about
Little
that.
Mermaid stuff.
Oh,
Within
boy.
like an hour, it got like 1.5 million like dislikes. The preview. People,
How do they know?
people
they
mad.
disabled the dislikes.
so my question is, what? Okay, so Little Mermaid's black. Is that
Mhm.
the beef, right?
That's
Okay,
the
so
beef, yeah.
are her parents also black?
I don't know.
I don't understand why it's so
I don't understand why people are so upset
yeah,
about it.
just whatever.
Well, I would say that I get the fact that it's like because they do that meme where it's like, who was it? They did. There was this meme on Reddit with it, and it was like Little Mermaid poster next to like a Martin Luther King poster, and it was some like Russell Crowe character. It was just like there's some things that are just kind of iconic, and like the look is obviously part of the whole like nostalgia of some characters. So I get that like if it looks too far different, right? Which, totally like take skin color out of it, take any kind of differentiating factors out of it. It just look and feels different, right? It's just not
definitely different.
has
but,
nothing to do with.
But don't we need different?
Sure. But
Maybe.
what I'm saying is if you're rebooting a movie, you're not necessarily looking for different. You're just rebooting the same. If you want it to be different, make a new make a better version of Princess and the Frog. You know what I mean?
It's
make
like
a-
remaking Black Panther, and then like she's like, hey, he's gonna be white this time.
I don't think it's the same. I don't think that's the same.
No, but what I'm saying is like it's just like but yes, but
It's like an iconic role of an African.
but I'm
It's
just saying the yeah.
different.
So different.
We just switched
Well,
it.
but you could say it, but the burden of proof is on the people to like defend that, right? Because like, okay, well, it sets a precedent. You could replace any character then, right? So, but it's I don't know. Like I kind of get where people are coming from, but I also get like, all right, just it shouldn't matter.
Well, it's like, yeah, I mean, everyone, you can't say that someone's thoughts are wrong or someone's opinions wrong unless actually, I guess it could be wrong.
No, there's definitely some racist people out there, right? Like
Yeah,
that are
exactly.
literally just upset
Exactly.
because of that.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, don't be upset. If you're gonna be upset because the iconic Little Mermaid, like,
Yeah, no.
it's changing the whole thing for you.
yeah,
To me, it just
Don't be
feels like
upset
an
with
over-
it.
it's like
It just feels like an overcorrection.
It's like pasty girl with red hair is what people are used to, right?
Yeah.
Like because she never sees the sun.
Yeah.
That's kind of the idea. Like, but I mean, so like I get it just changes the whole thing. So my argument has always been with any of the people that you're going to replace with, whatever. It's just like, well, if you're going to make it that different, like why don't you just create a new movie and a new character, right? I mean, and like make it its special own thing instead of like having to conform everything to like, hey, it's just I don't know, like you know what I mean? I think it creates more power when you're able to like, okay, well, it's just like let's make a new like black character that's actually got like its own identity and
I mean, I guess we'll see. End of the day, we'll see what happens with the box office. I mean, that's going to be Because end of the day, these people like obviously it's not saying that the decision to do that was political by any means, but it's like end of the day, if it doesn't
Disney
do well,
does make moves for political reasons
Yeah.
for sure.
I mean, everyone does.
right? But like end of the day, if it doesn't make money, like end of the day, if it doesn't make dollars, it doesn't make sense, kind of a thing.
Ooh, I like that.
So-
Do you have to make
Wow.
sense?
Or do you have
Who
to make
said-
sense to make dollars?
That's the
You get it 100
exactly.
Yeah, we got it. You
'Cause
didn't
the
have to
sense
explain
make-
it. You explaining
Right,
it just
right.
ruined it all.
like with a C. Cent.
Right.
I'll be here all day.
But don't.
What was
don't,
that
because-
line in Talladega Nights? It was like, Glenn, all that stuff that she just said, it was so awesome. You just ruined it or whatever.
Yeah.
You just
all that
ruined
awesome stuff
Yeah.
she just said.
Oh
great.
man.
Good times.
To only read books you're told to get your next class when the bell rings. How to write in cursive. The bell ring thing
They
was
don't even
annoying.
teach cursive anymore, do they?
Third grade.
Yeah,
is when
no. I
learned.
mean, it's just like, what's the point, right? Everyone was always so like, oh, you need to learn cursive.
They don't. I'm pretty sure they don't teach it anymore.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, there's no point teaching it.
That's what I just said.
it just makes people.
How about you pay attention?
Just makes things more hard to read. Have you ever gotten a cursive note from an old person?
My grandma, dude. My
It's hard
grandma
to
still
read
writes in this like
sometimes, yeah.
super fancy cursive.
It's so
I can't
hard.
read it.
Yeah.
Dead. I can't read it.
Dead what?
You
Dead
couldn't read
booty.
it dead.
Dead ass.
That was the
Dead booty.
the sentiment.
Now we're being timid about ass.
Dead. I can't read it. Dead.
Dead.
Not alive booty.
Is it dead like laughing dead? Like what? Tell me what kind of dead.
I'm dead.
How to color inside the lines
I'm dead.
and how to spell. We don't need to know how to spell.
I disagree with that.
We have Google, Luke.
You need to spell
check.
Google
Spell
to get
check's
into
pretty
Google.
on top of that.
You're gonna Google every word.
I can't argue with that.
absurd.
No, you Google a few a day, and then you just over time learn how to spell. You don't need to learn it in school. That's my point.
I disagree
Yeah,
with that.
school's
entirely.
largely
I'm gonna spread.
useless.
If you're a 4-year-old, 5-year-old, 6-year-old, you need to learn how to spell.
What are you doing?
Do you?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
On your break.
You going to the bathroom?
So hard.
Oh, it's up to me and Luke to hold down the fort here.
You have to learn how to spell.
Are you telling me I have to learn how to spell?
Well, yeah, I think it's a necessity.
You're saying I don't know how to spell?
Spell onomatopoeia.
That's that was your specialty.
That was brutal.
We all need to tackle a word, and that was your word.
Couldn't even do it again right now if you asked me to.
Luke, spell onomatopoeia. O-N.
He has to ask me 3 times for me to do it.
Luke, spell onomatopoeia. Luke, spell onomatopoeia.
Rats.
Yeah, that's fun. What do you want to talk about while they're getting back here? And why do they have to go to the bathroom? Like they've been drinking all the time?
They're little children.
They got the little full cup of water
Did you
over
ever
here?
did you ever in elementary school play the flashcard game in math?
What's that?
This is I dominated.
Is it like just the 3 + 3 and you had to say it?
Well, like you know
Like
the
quick?
flashcards, and your teacher would hold all of them in her hand, and 2 people. You have your desks, and 2 people would stand up at the desk, and she'd flip. First person to answer would move on. Loser sits.
Oh, I
He's trying to get around the class.
I think I remember that.
dude.
Yeah. One of the
where I
best games we ever
lived.
played was Heads Up 7 Up.
Oh,
That was just
but it has nothing to do with like school.
but I feel like I learned more playing that game than I did in school.
What'd
You
you
know
learn
the
exactly?
dope-
Or like
People are
learning how to
cheaters.
deal with people during recess. That was where all the
Passing
learning
notes.
happened.
Passing notes.
Bro.
You know
The
where you
game
could really
changer.
learn? Create like a fake world inside your school, like where you have to like live a life. That'll teach kids something, right?
Dude, in 4th
Sounds
grade,
exhausting.
I was passed a note in 4th grade, and a girl asked me to be her boyfriend. Mid-class via note.
She gave you the yes, no, maybe.
I don't remember exactly how it worked out, but I was like, I feel like I can't say no.
So you said yes.
I feel like I can't say.
And we
no.
never broke up. We really never talked after that, actually.
We're still dating to this
Technically.
day.
Rachel
wonder what
Milgram,
she-
wherever you are.
Wait, that's hilarious.
That's funny. I remember
You'll
doing
always
those
be my
notes.
first, yeah.
I remember doing those notes.
I had you like grow up. I had to have one of my friends break up with one of my girlfriends for me once. I was too
You just can't bring
scared.
yourself to do it?
It's like, hey, dude, just go give her this.
Just,
I can't face
You
her.
couldn't even give her the note.
No, I couldn't.
You do the. Do you
But
like
I was like
me?
50
Yes or
yards away,
no.
and I just see her.
And then
open
you
it.
circle the or just to be
She's
Were you hiding?
Yeah.
Or
just to play hard to get.
or
I love that.
if you're writing one of those notes, you put yes or yes is what I would have done
Yes
if I
or
could do
yes.
it over again.
Then
You
she
guys ever do
circles
that?
or.
That's what I said.
Oh, dang it. I
Yes.
wasn't
You missed
listening.
that part.
Dang it.
Yes,
Or-
yes. Do the little Spanish
It
and.
was how you played hard to get back then.
She
Yeah.
has to circle the Y somewhere. That's funny. Yeah. That's great. So anyway, real quick, we're way over, but I wanted to show this video.
Wow.
Or
I have a hard 355 leave.
I can't believe you just said you had a hard.
okay.
Not 75, but 355.
Hard exit.
Maybe we could talk about this one some other day because I feel like we've covered so much.
Probably for the best. Now we have
Probably.
another subject.
I'm an idiot.
What are
How long have you been just hovering over that?
I'm very intrigued.
But yeah,
I sent Luke my music video. I think we're all gonna end up watching it after this stops.
That's really
that's
also
legit.
why
And
there's just been a hard-
And you guys can never make fun of me for it
Justin's gonna
I have a
tell
music
us the
video for-
scuttlebutt.
I have something you can make fun of me
again. Okay. As long as we both have something we can make
Yeah.
fun of each other for,
For
then
sure.
it's cool.
Oh, it's great. We all have those. Everyone's got to make
It's so
funnable
funny.
thing. All right.
Mm.
All right. Thanks everyone for listening. Like and subscribe. or sorry, subscribe and like.
Nice.
I still don't understand why that's
Rewind.
why that's right.
You missed the whole. I
What?
think you weren't here for that thing.
I must have missed it.
What the
Yeah, you weren't
Not
here.
worth
We
it.
were talking about like, oh, it's so weird. Everyone says like and subscribe. No one says subscribe and like.
I gotta listen to what you sent me.
So it's like now I'm
Just
like,
like
oh,
beans
I'm
and
saying
rice or
subscribe
rice
and like.
beans.
Throw them off. I like it.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So at the
You
end,
stopped
we'll
this
say,
yet?
Gabby's like, we out of this.
We got things.
Turn
to watch.
this. off,
Subscribe
man.
and like, and we'll see you next
Oh, sorry.
time. Later.
That's fine.